Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Red Talks.
Red Talks.
Episode 7. 7 deadly sins have been casted around here. Well, one, you got sick.
I did get sick. That's why my voice is so sensual.
So sensual.
And arousing.
Cat hair on my mic.
That's from your butt.
There's real butt hair.
Ew.
No, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, no butt hair on your mic.
No butt hair on the podcast. Okay? But yeah.
Yes.
So I know you, what have you been doing? What's up? How's it going?
Like you just said, I'm getting over being sick, which is why I still sound a little bit stuffy.
Stuffy man.
A little bit stuffy.
He's a stuffy man.
I will ask ahead of time that if I make any offensive gargling noises in this facial region, edit it out, please. But
Sure.
yeah, that'll be left in there for everyone to see and hear. But I'm doing okay.
Yeah, same. I am almost done with Far Cry 5.
Cool.
Well, I've only got one more lieutenant to take out and then the main antagonist. I did buy Far Cry 6 to prepare for that. I think me and my sister will actually do recording of that so we can have some more content here on the channel. As far as if you're watching on the video version of YouTube, look up Retro Engine Duo. And thank you guys so much, by the way. We really got a lot of positive feedback from the last episode. People really liked it a lot as far as us talking about the different stuff, especially the Nintendo SWAT team. And,
I forgot about that.
I was told we were really funny about that whole thing.
The werewolves.
Yeah. And
I'm not gonna lie, that thumbnail was fucking hilarious.
If you haven't,
I was laughing my ass off.
If you haven't listened or watched, go. I mean, you can if you like. We talk some pretty funny topics that are still relevant today.
It's always relevant.
Yes, but we do have a lot going on today. I mean, we've got quite a bit, and for us here on the video version, for you listening on audio, go obviously to the YouTube channel and watch the video version because we're going to have some exclusives just for the YouTube version for you guys, which is another monthly subscription to Retro Game Treasures.
Retro Game Treasure, yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. I mean, I know what I got because I can't wait to open this shit up.
Yeah,
but you have no idea.
I have no idea.
So, is it a game treasure or is it a game
flop?
I like that. Okay, I was trying to think of what to say.
I'm sorry. I took the thunder there.
I'm really glad you took over because I was really panicking for a second.
I guess flop or devalued or something. I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Like we did last time, we will find out. Is it worth?
Yeah, is it worth?
And I think the sweet spot is around $30.
Yeah, I think you told me it was like 30, 35.
I think it's 35, and that's with shipping. But
yeah, with shipping and everything.
But we'll examine that. We will talk about the new Mortal Kombat 1 game.
Buddy.
That's a big one.
Yep. We got a lot to talk about with that one.
So, Sony just had their big announcement trailer happen.
I guess now we're going to get into the news. Well, do we want to do the news? Do we want to do your segment first as far as with the...
I don't care.
I think we should do your segment first, and then I can edit everything around.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so now we're getting ready. As far as for you audio people, we're going to be going into the special
news
segment.
Yeah.
The special segment with...
Shit.
You're messing things up.
I'm just ruining everything. I'm sorry.
But we're about to do an exclusive on our YouTube channel, so make sure that you go watch the exclusive segment with Josh's Retro Game Treasures. And also with the news, we will have a special segment for that for just the YouTube as well. Just the YouTube. But right now, obviously, I'm going to fast forward for the audio people.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm going to fast forward now to past this point as far as the segment. But now it is time for another edition of Retro Game Treasures subscription box unboxing.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Big question mark.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay, so this is this month's box.
Hell yeah.
It looks the same as last month's box, which I like.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool design.
It's just
I mean, it's practically, like you said, the Zelda.
The Link to the Past.
Yeah, Link to the Past treasure box.
So, what do we have?
All right. So
I have a piece.
I'm going to get my phone ready. So
I have a piece of plastic.
Somebody tried to call me.
Hopefully it wasn't important.
It was just my mommy.
I have a piece of plastic.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Them audio people don't know what they're missing.
I know, right? Okay. Game number one.
Game number one. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm pulling up. Let me
hell.
get the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi going.
You should have had this
I
done
should have had the
already.
Wi-Fi going. You know,
Let me know when you are ready.
it won't take but a second.
1, 2, 3,
Damn it, it's more than one.
4, 5, 6,
Hurry
7,
up.
8.
There, it's connected.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
game number one.
The first game is for Atari 2600.
Right.
Demons to Diamonds. Let you see
Demons to Diamonds.
Yes.
Okay, so and it's just the standard, just a cart, no
Yep.
box, anything.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I have gotten actually some sealed games from them before. For Game Gear, which is pretty odd, but it's, you never know what you're going to get with these people. But
Okay.
Demons to Diamonds, I am guessing this is probably a $4 or $5 game.
So
It's kind of fun to guess.
there's actually two different versions here.
What options do we have?
So we have the original Demons to Diamonds.
Yep.
And then we have what's called Telegames,
This is not a Telegames version. 100% is not.
even though it has the same cover here.
Telegames is
Oh, wait,
a...
it doesn't say Telegames.
Yeah,
Okay.
Telegames is what Sears
Oh, okay.
bought and licensed Atari stuff for.
Yeah, so the original. Okay.
This is the OG.
So this
$4 or $5 is what I'm guessing.
less.
Ooh, really? How much?
Yeah. Right now, loose is $3.74.
I was 26 cents off.
Okay, so let me get the calculator going here. $3.74 so far
Okay.
for Demons to Diamonds, not the Telegames version.
Okay. This is one that we're gonna have to look up because I looked up what it was. Where is my phone?
I have a feeling this is Japanese.
This is an original Famicom game.
Okay.
Give me one quick moment. We can pause right here while I look it up because
Oh, no worries. The power of editing, guys.
Yeah.
The power of editing. Well, I try to talk to you. So, Demons to Diamonds. You ever played it?
no.
I'm just curious if you ever played any of the games.
Oh,
at the
Demons to
beginning.
Diamonds. No, I have not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I've never played it, so I don't know what it's like. At all. I have no clue.
No, I mean, I bet you're a little block going over here and some other block.
Well, I
trying to
mean,
attack
there's
you.
things happening on the screen here. I'm sure I'm showing it off in some way.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
Okay.
This one is called Ninja Hattori Kun. If I'm pronouncing that right, if I'm probably not, but this is for the Famicom.
So Ninja.
Hattori Kun. And I just saw the price, so I'm not going to even try to guess it because that would be cheating.
Okay, I found it.
Got it?
Loose is $4.01.
Yep.
Currently.
So that's that one. I mean, I've always loved getting Famicom games in.
We are up to $7.75 in value.
Okay, so this one's a little bit weird. It's a retro gen extension cable for Genesis.
Huh.
So it's basically a way to extend your cable for your Genesis controllers.
Okay, so what does the normally retail for that? That's obviously retro bit.
This is new, so yeah, it's a new retro bit thing. Retro gen
I will look that up because I know it's on their store.
plug and play, just a normal cable
Let's see,
extension.
Retrobit. It's the extension cable. Genesis. Not that Terminator movie. Okay, so officially on Retrobit's website,
And this is new in the box. There's nothing.
it is $6.99.
Okay, yeah, this is steel with the plastic and everything. So $7.
Yep.
Okay,
You're up to
so
$14.74.
we have one more left.
Oh, really? This one better be good.
And I was saving this one last because this one, when I saw it the other day when I opened this, I'm like, holy shit, I'm glad I got this.
Uh-oh. So they really redeemed themselves, it sounds like.
Crash Team Racing.
Oh, the original.
Yeah,
It's
for the OG Crash Team Racing.
But it's the
The
greatest hits version.
for
Okay.
PlayStation 1.
Sometimes that matters.
It does. Sometimes it matters.
We'll check it out.
But yeah, this is
Okay.
complete.
Greatest hits.
Now, the jewel case is a bit cracked, but I usually swap these out when they're busted.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, it happens. It may have even happened in transit because there was a
Yeah.
couple of pieces of plastic.
As you can see,
that,
they're separated there.
Yeah, that may have fucked up.
Okay, so complete right now is at a whopping $15.24. So, let's
And,
see.
oh, look at the back of this. It has Spyro on it, which is on my shirt.
Okay, so this honestly adds up.
That is in great condition, too. I mean, anyway, This is actually a game I was wanting. I'm very glad I got this. I mean, just
Yeah,
to
it's a
get
good
this one.
game. It's a great game.
So Crash Team Racing.
Greatest hits
What
version.
is our total to, with the sweet spot being $30?
Right at 30. It's $29.98.
Hey, okay.
So, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Nothing really outrageously like, oh, great value. But, I mean, it's still a good surprise.
I was hoping the last one would give you something worthwhile because they would give you so many small ones. So, there you go.
Yep.
$29.98 for all 4 of those items. So 3 games and 1 accessory.
Yep. And I've gotten some strange shit from them before. Like I've gotten a Nintendo 64 controller memory card, little small ones, that was still sealed in the blister pack. There's a game over here. You may see it. Shit.
I might not.
You may not. I think it's down there. Yeah, actually, it's the sealed one, the Game Gear game.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, brand new. That's one
Caesar's
I got from
Palace.
Yeah, it's not worth shit, but I mean, it's just
Caesar's Palace in the box,
brand
sealed,
new in box. Yep.
with the hang tag.
This is really fucking strange.
I just go like like.
Then I'd
It
play
probably
it.
wouldn't
Oh well, I'd play it. But yeah. So those of you trying to make your mind up,
it's just that
it's consistent.
Yeah, it's consistent definitely in terms of the total. It's just that you might get a lot of cheap things and then one, great thing to add that up.
Now
It depends.
Now I've gotten like a Japanese version of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater called Substance, and that was really cool because it's like a 3-disc thing, and that was worth around 40-ish whenever I got it. And I'm like, okay, this was pretty good.
We'll definitely have to talk about that, by the way.
Speaking of Metal Gear Solid.
So we're back around to the audio people as well. Hey, audio people, I hope you checked out the YouTube as far as to come watch. We just finished doing the Retro Game Treasures.
Game Treasures.
As far as exclusive, that's on the YouTube version of the podcast.
There we go.
So definitely come check that out. See what he got this month. Don't tell them. Don't tell the audio people.
Yeah, see what we have. See if if it's something you're interested in doing. Think about it.
Help us support us.
Well, I mean,
Support us by watching.
Yeah, watch it. I mean,
Watch it.
And this is the kind of thing that I like to see continue to go. I mean, they're not sponsored by us.
Yeah,
We don't sponsor them.
it's a nice segment.
It's just
Nice-
kind of cool.
nice, juicy
to see
segment.
if it's worth it if you're into collecting.
Okay, so I guess we're going to move on into the news. We will have also a special one article as far as news segment that's exclusive for YouTube. We'll do that a little bit later, as far as on our end, as far as for you guys who are watching the YouTube version right now. We'll do that a little bit later in the video. But let's go ahead and talk about everything that happened. Literally today, the day that we are recording, Sony did their PlayStation showcase for this year, basically showing off new trailers, new games, basically announcements, that kind of thing. It wasn't like they had Jim Ryan as far as the CEO for PlayStation give an introduction and outro.
That dude looks like he hasn't played anything past a ColecoVision.
Yeah.
I mean, he's...
And that's pretty much it. Then they just played all the trailers and whatnot. And obviously the biggest thing about the trailer, like the biggest thing about the showcase, in my opinion, is got to be Spider-Man 2.
the very last thing that they,
Yep, showing
revealed.
the gameplay. We knew it was coming, but they showed, obviously, Peter Parker has the black suit, as far as the symbiote suit, which was sorely missed in the first game.
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping it would be an extra costume, but it seems like it's actually going to play a part in the story.
Yep, and he sounds kind of pissy.
He sounds angry. But it also features Miles Morales, and it seems like you'll be able to change between them as far as, and they have their own different abilities and things like that. Obviously, Peter with the symbiote suit.
Yeah, because you have Miles over here is a little more young, a little more naive, and in the Miles Morales game, then you have Peter Parker, who's a little more seasoned, more of a veteran, and he's gone full Bully Maguire.
Yeah, Bully Maguire.
So,
I'm gonna have him dancing right here or some shit. Yeah. Now take on this. I couldn't help it. I couldn't do it.
I'm gonna kick some dirt in your eye.
Yeah.
God.
Now I feel like we should do like a special. If we ever launch like a
Damn.
Patreon or something, as far as us doing like a commentary with Spider-Man 3 or something like that, because we talked about it. You know, like just a special video thing where we commentate on the movie.
We should. We just sit there and fucking Mystery Science Theater the Spider-Man movies.
Now take on this. No, that whole part was just so funny to me.
Oh my god! I mean, I remember watching that when it was new, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?
What is going on?" We went from Spider-Man 2 to this.
Oh, Spider-Man 2 was so good.
Spider-Man 2 was really good. But anyways, speaking of Spider-Man 2, sequel obviously to Insomniac Games, as far as their sequel to their game, Marvel's Spider-Man, as far as on PS4.
Yep.
And of course the Miles Morales. Basically, I guess add-on DLC, whatever you want to call it. It was its own separate game that was at the launch of PS5.
And Insomniac got started with Spyro.
Ooh, look at that! Coming back around with that Crash Team Racing and all that.
Yeah, I know, right? And the fucking thing was all broken and making me sad.
Making me sad.
Like my life.
Oh.
But yeah, man, so the Spider-Man...
I'll have to take that out for the audio people.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Don't want to bring you down.
Yeah. No, I just ruined one thing that...
What did you do?
One thing that's in the video exclusive. I told them Crash Team Racing.
God,
the audio
damn
people.
it.
So I have to take
just
that
put a little bloop over your mouth. You know?
I'll take this whole thing out. Damn it.
Anyway, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Pretty much everything else up to this point is leading up to this point. They say fall 2023 is when this is going to come out. It looks really, really good. I'm still on board with a lot of people that, I really don't think the PS5 is pushed as hard as it can be yet.
This is its third year.
But, most games don't look their best until the next gen system hardware comes out.
I mean, and even Jim Ryan said that, like, we're just scratching the surface, what could be done with the console.
Now, you want to see what can be done with the console, go watch last podcast where we talk about Unrecord.
Yes.
They actually covered that on Corridor Crew, by
the
way.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
I need to go watch that episode. So those guys are cool.
Yeah, if you're into, like,
special
CGI stuff
and stunts
special effects and movies,
filmmaking,
Corridor Crew, recommend them.
They're great.
But they actually covered Unrecord, and I commented when we saw this trailer a little while ago that it looks good, but it doesn't look next generation good.
Yeah,
like it's only a little leap above what our standard PS4s look like.
It's taking the existing engine that they brought into the original Spider-Man and PS4, and just kind of gave it a little bit of a shine.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like whenever you see it.
They took the normal engine that they had before,
and
added ray tracing.
Yeah,
and that's basically what they did.
That and some of the combat looks a little more fluid.
No, okay, I'm not talking about like game mechanics.
Oh yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about visual graphics. Yeah, in general, the presentation.
I mean, it looks good. I still want to play it. Yeah. I still enjoy the other one, and I mean, I think this is going to be a cool way to do it.
And sadly, no co-op.
That is what I was about to say.
Sorry.
No, I mean, like you beat me to it because like that is a really big missed opportunity.
It's like we have two Spider-Men ready to go, and you don't put co-op or like the idea of the possibility of even like a 2-player mode or something.
If you wanted to do it that way, have the option. Like, if you want to play online with like one other friend, like you like to do with your sister, or like if you want to do it.
Oh my God, could you imagine if like I want to be Miles Morales, I want to be Peter Parker, like
then have a character.
Get together in like an open world Spider-Man game. That would be amazing. Missed opportunity.
It is. Maybe one day they will learn. But for now, we are expecting Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. I'm pretty sure we'll get it on the Xbox Series X as well, and S.
I'm just wondering if they're going to put a last-gen version as far as PS4 for this. I'm thinking it might not happen, but, I mean, it
will.
It may be. But they did show that if you guys are wondering, Kraven Hunter is the main antagonist in the game, so that's kind of cool. And I know they're working on something with Kraven the Hunter being in one of the movies.
No, I'm actually looking up something. Speaking of like
hunting. Speaking of hunting,
yeah, because deer hunting season is right around the corner, and I could not give a rat's ass, to be honest. I don't even know when it is. It doesn't matter.
I was about to say, do you like those games, like the Big Buck Hunter and all that?
No, it's fun to get drunk and act like you're shooting a gun. But that's about it.
Yeah, that's true. I did play some Golden Tee recently at the arcade, and I actually had a crap ton of fun playing that. And it's just golf.
But yeah, okay. So one of the things I was saying, you don't think this is going to be a PS4 game? They are still putting out, or at least as of 2 years ago,
Yeah.
PlayStation 3 games. So I mean, I still think we have a pretty good bit of life in the lifespan of the PS4. I mean, granted, it's already outdated, especially mine, because I have the original launch model. But I mean, it's just...
I don't know if you know this, but and this made me think of it because the fact that you know, it's still going to be a while before we get the final PS4 game in terms of like the last game that's ever made for it,
yeah,
as far as officially. But it made me think of it because I actually saw a video recently talking about the Sega Genesis's final game, like that was ever made.
Yeah,
it's Frogger. It's a version of Frogger. Is the last game on the Genesis.
It's kind of disappointing.
I just didn't expect that. Sorry.
That's very disappointing.
Shout out to Sega Lord X. He's got some good videos.
I do like his videos.
Yeah. He did a whole thing about Frogger being the final game on the Genesis, so...
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine probably the final game on PS4 is going to be like FIFA.
It's going to be like... Yeah, because it's going to be in an international thing where... because, you know, obviously, football, soccer is huge. Huge in other countries,
and it's one of those
the games go with them.
Every year, the previous game is obsolete.
Yeah,
and I mean they're the ones that you go to any store, you know, like Second and Charles or any used game store or pawn shop. How many, you know, previous sports games do you see? That's all there is.
Yeah.
So
let's see. I mean, otherwise we're not going to go into everything that was shown at the showcase because it wasn't exactly that. Like, honestly, that impressive.
It wasn't very riveting. Spider-Man 2.
Helldivers 2 looks great. I'm glad it's actually more of a third-person, over-the-shoulder kind of action game. Because the first game was a twin stick shooter over the, like as far as, what is the... I said the perspective. As far as, like, the...
What?
As far as for the first game, you know, like Diablo style.
Oh, like isometric?
Yeah, it was that kind of deal with like twin stick shooter, like arcade, you know, style in the Helldivers 1. Helldivers 2 is like a whole new, like, taking the whole thing and just rebooting the whole thing as far as gameplay, physics, everything. It looks good. Otherwise, we got a teaser for Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which is why I was saying we're going to talk about that for a second.
Yep.
Because it was teased that it's coming. We're going to get a remake of it. And I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation, but it might get a timed exclusive. Maybe. I don't know.
With Metal Gear Solid, I mean, like, my big introduction to Metal Gear Solid was the second one, Sons of Liberty.
First one was my introduction, as far as Solid.
Yeah, I didn't play... Well, of course, we can always go back to Metal Gear and play the one that looks like Kyle Reese on the front.
Kyle Reese on the cover.
Yeah. That would be so funny to go get Michael Biehn to...
Biehn.
Get him to sign that. But, yeah, there's... anyway, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake.
Woo! That's what I say. Because, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 3 is actually considered a really good entry in the series. And it's still a tough game. Like, if you go back and play the PS3 version and everything. Actually, no, it was PS2. It was a PS2. Yeah. This was the last one before they moved on to PS3. So, and then, like, I actually have I have a trilogy set that has Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3
That's cool.
Together, which is neat. And I beat Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, I did too.
Which was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The ending's fucking weird, but it was good.
I never played 4. I played Ground Zeroes, which was the prologue to 5, and I played a little bit of 5. Never got into it. It's just so cinematic that it's like, I don't know. I have to really sit down and want to play it.
Yeah.
It's one of those games. Like, I want to be invested in the story, so I don't want to be distracted if I'm going to play it.
Yeah, I can see that.
But otherwise, that was pretty much what was announced. I mean, if you guys want to watch it, it's all over YouTube as far as...
especially right now.
Yeah, it just happened today. But let's talk about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat
It's
1.
back, baby. And we're back to square one.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I like this idea. If you guys followed anything with Mortal Kombat 11, as far as the storyline, basically this... Spoiler alert, so you guys been warned.
Flash it, spoilers.
Woo, woo, woo.
Okay.
So if you haven't played Mortal Kombat 11, you want to play the story, go play it right now, or come back and watch this afterwards, or skip ahead. Please just skip ahead and keep watching.
Don't leave us, please.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Don't.
But yeah, pretty much in the canonical storyline, as far as in that mode, basically Liu Kang becomes the fire god, and is in basically control of time, and he resets the entire timeline. Like, basically the work that I'm trying to think of the name of the person that was the Keeper of Time, who is the main bad guy in 11, main bad girl, I guess.
You're asking the wrong person.
I think it's Chronotica. I think it's their name.
That sounds like a watch. So yeah, that sounds right.
Chronotica. Yeah. So basically, Liu Kang defeats her, stops her plan, and becomes the fire god, and because basically the elder gods grant him godship. I think that's how it went, pretty much. And he is the fire god, and he resets timeline. So when Ed Boon was teasing about this game coming up on his Twitter, he had a clock going around, like just a big long hand going around on a clock, like.
Okay.
And then when it's time to go to 12, it went straight to 1. Like, ooh, we skipped 12 and we went straight back to 1. So this is technically Mortal Kombat 12. It's continuing the story, but it's resetting the timeline, and now the characters are more reimagined. They're different in terms of how...
So this gave pretty much the developers a chance to go and take the fan favorites and twist them a little bit to do something new, up to date with them. Yeah.
Which is a cool idea. And I've heard all kinds of things, and this was actually confirmed by the actor, but Jean-Claude Van Damme will be a skin for Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 1. Finally!
After 30 years.
I love this idea. I wanted this so bad, because, I mean, obviously this is what... They can't say it.
You had him digitized in Street Fighter, the movie of the game. Yes, for, was it Sega CD?
Well, Sega Saturn and PS1, actually.
See, there you go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then, of course, the arcade version. So, but I have the Sega Saturn version. I feel so superior now.
You should. I mean, you're like looking down on all the peasants that had to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
So,
like bow before me, peasants.
So, Mortal Kombat 1 is set to come out in September. I think it's September 20th, if I remember correctly. I'm going to double check that for myself here, so I don't have to put anything on the screen.
I'm excited about this part, actually. This is funny.
We're definitely going to get to that.
Blah, 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 blah.
It just says September 2023 release, which is fine. But the beta is going to happen in August, so if people want to pre-order, they can get access to the beta and check it out early on hand. But we also have something to add to this piece of news about Mortal Kombat's release. Not only did we get the trailer for it and everything, we also have possible leaks.
Already. Which is great.
Would you like to do the honors here?
I'm trying to find my place on this article.
Well, I figured you were going to talk about what exactly has
Mortal
leaked.
Bat. Oh, Jesus.
Mortal Bat?
Mortal Bat. That sounds like a punk band. Mortal Kombat 1's DLC fighters seemed to have leaked.
Ooh.
Some famous and violent superheroes might be coming to Mortal Kombat 1 as its rebooted. God, I can't talk, man. Rebooted universe.
Okay, so
there we go. So who are the leaked Mortal Kombat 1 DLC characters? Based on a now leaked Amazon listing, the upcoming DLC fighters will be Peacemaker.
Ooh, from DC, as far as played by John Cena.
And I'll let you take one of them. Don't say the next one. We're gonna say that one for last.
Omni-Man,
Ermac,
Takeda,
Quan Chi.
Which, I mean, notable stuff. These are Mortal Kombat characters first. Takeda and Quan Chi.
And this one is the one that really made us laugh. Homelander from The Boys.
Yes, I want that to happen bad.
Oh my God.
I want it to happen.
Please.
That would be
I like that better than like the whole Arnold Schwarzenegger and like Leatherface and all that kind of shit.
And,
like that is great.
And obviously, Omni-Man comes from the show Invincible, so that's pretty cool too. So very, very violent superheroes.
Yeah.
Which would fit so well in this universe. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you have Peacemaker and, well, Peacemaker is pretty much the only DC character, so that's owned by Warner Brothers, so they could easily get him in there. You know, because it's Warner Brothers that publishes the games.
Yep.
So
that's
they have
great.
all this line to work with.
That's it's funny. I enjoy
it.
It
is. It's quite good. Isn't The Boys a Vertigo comic book originally?
I am not into comics.
I think it is.
No judgment. It's just I wasn't ever into them.
But I mean, Homelander is the one that definitely got our attention because, like, you know, that's just so good, so good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I hope it's true. I hope it's really true. Let's see how this happened. I think there's probably let's see. I'm just seeing if
it just says on Amazon.
It says the Amazon Italy listing as far as for the game. That's how it got semi-leaked. So that sounds pretty legit to me. If like Amazon was given all this information as far as their Italy branch, and then they were like, "Oops, oh no," you know. I wasn't going to do anything. I was just going to say, "Oh no, we fucked up," you know.
I was waiting for like a Mario accent or something. But
I was going to leave it alone. I was going to leave it alone. I don't. The Italians had mad at me. I like them so.
Yeah, it's best to not poke fun at nationalities.
Thank you for your spaghetti. Mortal Kombat 1 will be out in September. I hope to see Homelander killing some people brutally.
Yes, with his laser eyes.
I wonder if he'll try to. Nah, I shouldn't even say that either. No, nothing.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Okay. So, I think one of the last things that they also announced in the showcase, as far as for PlayStation, obviously you have it up.
I have it up, yeah. So one of the last things they announced, which is pretty interesting, it just seemed kind of out of left field, especially to us. And I'm assuming that Sony is trying to throw their hat in the ring to compete with, to eat a little bit of Nintendo's lunch when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Kind of.
But Sony is throwing out a new handheld that lets you stream PlayStation 5 games on the go.
Yeah, this is surprising that it's not like a full-fledged handheld.
So it's an add-on for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, which means you have to have one, which is easier said than done these days.
Oh, no, it's easier to get now.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just still pricey.
I mean, last time I went game shopping, about three out of maybe the 5 stores I went in had one.
No, it's starting to get a little more accessible.
Yeah, and so they're about $4.99 for a disc version.
I see more of the Xbox than I do the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is basically, it looks just like a PS5 controller with a screen in the middle between, all this. And it doesn't look that inspiring,
No, it looks like someone got a tablet and then
just
switched. Yes, yeah. Switch controllers on the side. But,
and I guess that's its purpose is just that it's just a peripheral for the PS5, and that's about it.
Now, I think it's a pretty cool idea, because it pretty much takes the games you already have and plays them off of your PlayStation 5. Now, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, now, Ed, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I throw this shit out there from a memory that is
I throw shit out there too.
faded.
Don't worry.
But I thought the Vita could do something like this.
It actually had remote play options.
So it's not new.
It wasn't like used a lot, and of course they moved remote play pretty much to cell phones and tablets. So you actually could, with a cell phone, a good cell phone, do remote play with certain games.
Yeah,
I don't think it's everything. I'd have to go deeper into that. So, obviously let me know in the comments as far as on the YouTube version, what games could you play on remote play? Did you try it? Did you like it? Are you interested in this PlayStation 5 handheld as far as peripheral? Are you going to use it if you are? Because, I mean, it just seems... I don't know. How much is this thing? That's what I want to know. I want to see if there's a price.
Yeah, you talk, I'll look.
So, I think people were kind of hoping for a Vita 2. I was hoping that they would get back into that market.
The Vita 1 was a failure. I mean...
Well, the PSP wasn't, though. PSP is kind of beloved.
Wasn't. But the PSP is kind of like a PlayStation 2 equivalent. You know, it's right there.
I mean, they also showed during this little bit, as far as about the handheld, they also showed that they're doing special low latency like earbuds, and which seems cool. But I imagine these are going to be like I have a feeling the handheld's going to be 100 or more easily.
It says.
That's
blah,
my
blah,
guess.
blah. The device wouldn't have enough horsepower on its own to run anything. Sony's upcoming device will be streaming only, and as indicated during today's event, today being the
day that we're recording
24th
this,
that we're filming this, the device will use Wi-Fi with no indication about cellular broadband functionality. So there's a lot.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot that we don't know. Does it look cool? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of neat. It looks, like it says in the article that we're getting this information from, it does look more comfortable than a Switch, but it also looks like someone took a PlayStation 5 controller and cut the handle parts off and stuck them to a tablet.
And it's 8 inches. It's not like a big screen at all.
Yeah, let's say like this, your normal tablet in your car, most cars have a 9-inch screen. So...
Yeah, it's not very big, which I get because it has to be handheld.
Okay,
but,
what is a Switch's tablet size?
I mean, just showing what I work with, because I have it right here actually in my bag.
Okay, I'm so tired of being stuffy. What are you pulling out?
So, when it comes to games, as far as on the go, I prefer my Razer Kishi, which is
put your phone into it.
Yeah, it's a telescopic controller, and it just opens up. As far as once I get it open.
We can't ever get it to work.
No, it's actually a pretty good controller.
So why are you doing that? It does say so. 8-inch screen. It is 2 inches bigger than the Switches. So, I mean, they are pretty much trying to jab at Nintendo, but as we saw with the Steam Deck, do you need help with that?
Got it. So, you put your phone, obviously, in the spot here. It, connects via USB-C or mini USB, whatever.
Do you have to, swap it out? Let me see this thing. So, you have, different adapters you can hook in there if you have a different type of phone?
No.
But what if yours doesn't hook up with USB-C?
Most new phones, this is pretty much the proprietary input that they do. I think they have different versions that you can buy. They have different inputs.
Ah, so this is by Razer.
Yeah, it's by Razer. It's meant for your phone and all that.
That's cool. So, I'll get close to the mic to the camera.
Yeah. Wow, cha-cha-cha. But what's neat about it is
it's kind of cool.
So play mobile games or anything on it and all that. So. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if I do remote play, I could do it through this.
Yeah, I mean...
and have a controller that fits into this idea. So, it's like...
That's neat, sir.
It's good for long trips. Like, that I have to do. Long trips.
Trips.
But yeah, so... We'll have to see. I don't think there's a price tag for this thing yet.
Nope.
They just showed it off today. This is the first time we're hearing about it in general. Just hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just talked about that. Let's let Sony do their thing.
No,
and that's
there's not enough information yet.
Yeah.
It's just an announcement. Let's
move on.
See what happens. I mean, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I don't have any fucking dogs in this fight, man.
All right, so... I mean, do we want to talk about this, or we just want to let this one go?
I don't even remember what the thing was about.
So basically, Nintendo is facing a lawsuit.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
For
let's talk about this.
What's called immoral loot boxes from Mario Kart Tour, which is the
free
mobile game
version of your Mario
free
Kart
version of Mario
phone.
Kart with obviously loot boxes and paid to win stuff. So free to play mobile spinoff contained spotlight pipes. These basically act as loot boxes with undisclosed odds that players could use real world money to open in hopes of receiving in-game upgrades and items. Now, while Nintendo removed these pipes last year, it's still facing a possible class action lawsuit over loot box-like items from a father who says his kid ended up spending $170 plus on Mario Kart Tour pipes using a credit card connected to the game.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
So it was originally filed in March, but just appeared on the federal docket last week. It calls for refunds for all minors in the United States who pay to open loot pipes. This is just funny just saying loot pipes. And
it sounds like what your mom calls her nether regions.
Dark patterns is what they were used to
dark
trick
patterns.
Yeah, so that's like what they're talking about there is like the psychological suggestions of like, oh, you might want this pipe. You might get this character. You come and give money.
like you're like Jeremy Irons.
I'm obviously exaggerating and making a more funny quip at this, but there really is like things in games that they can use to sort of entice you to spend your money on such things.
Of course there is. Fucking EA made a career out of it.
Yeah, and they obviously they would have to bring in professional players and designers who can do that, can implement that design, in general. So they're saying that these were actually in the game as far as these dark patterns.
To trick players into spending more money on in-app purchases.
Woo!
The plaintiffs refer to Mario Kart's microtransactions as immoral.
And claim that tactics used to deceive players violate the Washington State's Consumer Protection Act and also California business law.
That's pretty damn funny. Pretty funny.
Let's see.
So damn it, Nintendo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong again, because you know how I am about remembering shit. But did something like this not happen with Amazon a few years ago, where they had to pay a shit ton of money back from people buying like DLCs, like kids getting their parents' credit card and going and spending a shit ton of money?
Oh, Epic definitely faced this as well. And funny enough, the article brings it up as far as that EA and Epic are also having this issue.
Yeah.
Of
course, EA is. Surprise.
I'm almost certain that Amazon had something similar with some of their stuff, and it, probably even in their just in their general shopping, they probably have dark patterns.
Dark patterns.
To bring in like every time. We're trying to entice you guys to watch the video version. I just want dark patterns.
We're going to watch our loot pipes.
Our loot pipes. No, not the loot pipes.
Don't look at our loot pipes.
Don't look at our loot pipes. But yeah.
It's so stupid, man. Like,
I get it. It's just more of like a parent that wasn't watching their kid and what they were spending, didn't step in fast enough to really handle this. I get it. If they don't know that it's happening, then they don't know it's happening.
Now,
but it's like, just count your losses and just move on.
Maybe hot take, maybe not so hot take. But the good lesson from this is maybe it's not Nintendo. That's the problem with this. Is maybe it's not EA. Maybe it's not Epic. You need to beat your kids.
Just smack your kids.
Just smack the shit out of them.
Please
solved.
We're making jokes here, guys.
I don't have kids, so yeah, I don't care.
I'm just saying,
you come to me with this, I'll smack your kid.
I'll smack your kid. No, I will not smack. Don't take that out of context. We're just joking around here. Okay, so I have a feeling people are just going to be like, he said smack your kids.
Then if somebody doesn't listen to me,
yeah, for real.
If you want to do that, please buy some Richard Engine Duo merch.
Oh, I need to get that store up and running again.
Yeah, you do.
Put that on the forefront here.
But in all
dark patterns.
The dark patterns flashing.
It's like shirt.
And if you click on it, it goes right to the loop pipes.
But loop pipes. The loop pipes to my merch.
Jesus.
Oh my god, that sounds awful. Okay. Anyways, Nintendo's being sued. Class action lawsuit from this very angry father. So,
but I mean, in all seriousness, I can see how easy that would be to happen. Like, you have your kid playing the game, and say like, "Hey, it's $1 for this character. Dad, can I get this character?"
Dad.
Yeah. Yes. Here. They put credit card information in, get the character. Does it remove the credit card information? Kid's like, "Ooh, dark patterns." And then like, bring.
They're right sucked in by the patterns
into the loop pipe.
Into the loop pipe.
And then that shit will add up.
It will. It really will. Like, I mean, obviously, it said it was $170 plus. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so that'll be so easy.
Because that's like what, I imagine it's like what coins. It's it's character skins. It's new characters. It's
custom wheels.
Yeah.
Custom those little umbrella gliders.
Yes.
Custom carts.
I'm surprised they're not doing this already on regular Mario Kart.
Dude, please don't fucking jinx us.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man,
Nintendo SWAT team's coming with the werewolf Nazis.
We don't want the werewolf Nazis to show up. No, if anything, they'll come and fucking like make you sign a non-disclosure agreement and take the idea.
Yeah. Like, sir, you just gave us the idea. Sign this. I'm like, what?
We need less werewolf Nazis.
Yeah. And they stand there all snarling with drool. And
they're like busting the room with like dark pattern t-shirts. So we just like stare at it, and the next thing you know is like all of our Nintendo stuff's gone, and we have to pay like little extra microtransactions to get our stuff back.
You get it unlocked for 2 hours. Have fun.
God damn it! You want to use your NES Classic again? You have to scan your credit card.
Oh man!
It's like those. Did you ever go to any hotels in the 90s that had
like
they had the Nintendo 64 controllers that were built into the TV?
Wasn't it like the Johnson hotels, like Howard Johnson's? Yeah, Howard Johnson's. Yeah, Howard Johnson's had a deal with like I think either Nintendo or Sega, with some of their systems like being in their hotels.
No.
Oh, you're sure gonna be here with your kids when you get home, son. Fun pack, Sega Game Gear game tip videos. Oh, and you can only get this cool Sega stuff at Howard Johnson. They're sure gonna be glad you stayed here. Hey, maybe you can come back. Yeah, and bring your kids. Hey, they can stay free, Kids go Hojo. Hojo. What is that? With Sega, the official hotel for Sega video game.
I remember going to some.
And you had to pay for like to play.
Oh, dude, it was like $15 for an hour.
And that's like back then, as far as in the early '90s and late mid '90s and all that, And this is them trying to combat people trying to bring their systems with them. Yeah, which I do. I bring. Either something to plug up to the TV with my laptop or like a game system when I go on vacation.
Yeah,
because if I'm having one of those nights where I'm just in the hotel, it's good to have.
But I mean, it's just one of those type of things where you have to pay that amount of money for 1 hour of games. I remember it was like a Nintendo 64 controller, and it had like an extra little directional pad on there to go and select the games that you want to play, and you had like maybe 8 or 9 games to choose from. And I remember like Mario Kart and Super Mario 64 being some of them. And I mean, you play it, if you don't stop that, it's going to rack up a bill. It's like fucking hotel porn, man.
Yeah, I remember those. So maybe we should bring those back. Dark patterns,
Dark patterns.
I wouldn't be surprised if already there's some hotels that implement stuff with like a Switch, like I would have to look this up to be sure.
I want to see if there's anything on eBay. That'd be kind of cool to have.
But in the meantime, let's do a positive set of news other than the Mortal Kombat one.
This one's kind of cool. I'm not really big into this. It's not something I collect, but I think it's neat regardless.
Yeah, and of course I will show obviously what it looks like. But basically, Lego is coming out. They actually did a Atari 2600 and an NES as far as building set. Where, obviously you move objects and everything, and it looks like you were playing an original NES or Atari 2600. They're actually going to be doing a Pac-Man arcade machine that is made up of 2,600 plus pieces. 2,600, even though it's the arcade machine. But it looks really cool. It's got it basically has a little crank and everything. The coin slot, lights up, and then it even has like Pac-Man the Ghost on the top of the machine, and actually like obviously Pac-Man moving around the
It's
board.
like the little crank that you turn.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
So I'm assuming while we're talking about this, that's going to be playing like right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to show it.
So it's kind of a cool thing. I mean, I'm not really big into Legos because like
they're expensive. If you get a really good set, it's expensive, and this is no different. This is going to be $270.
Yeah, I was about to say because I know they made a 2600 Atari one that came out, then they made an NES one. I don't know which order, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, both of those were $250, $300. Just crazy.
So there's a little video here on the Twitter.
Man, I would drop it and lose everything. I thought she was going to sneeze on it.
Okay, I see what they're doing here.
I thought those were dog shit in the floor for a second.
I'll have to obviously show this video too. This one's like, it just looks so ridiculous.
This is bad.
Oh my god, the kids are the ghosts. No wonder. Dark patterns.
Dark patterns. She beat her kids too hard.
So it's. I guess it's just just neat. It's neat. I'll just give it that. It's just neat. So yeah, that's cool. We're finally getting to where we actually see what it looks like, and you can see it's on a conveyor thing,
like a little chain.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. It even has like people standing at like a little Lego figure standing at an arcade machine and stuff on the inside.
Okay, neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty cool little heartwarming thing for someone to make that is way expensive and way too many parts. Imagine putting that shit together.
But I mean, if you have a significant other or a brother, sister, it'd be kind of fun to put together with them, and family oriented kind of thing.
And then if you have a drunkard in your family that likes to fight,
don't have them together.
Smash it, and then you can start all over again.
Yeah, you can start all over again.
The fun never ends.
So yeah, it's got a little display. Obviously, I just want someone to take this and actually make it a working, system.
Look at all that. That's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in there, so I'll have to take some of these pictures and put.
All you got to do is just take it apart and put a tablet in it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what a lot of some of these other little arcade accessory that looks like arcade cabinets. You just slide a tab into it and play emulation.
Yep.
Pretty much. But yeah, it's a neat little thing. At $270, I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but maybe it's already out.
Maybe.
But I like how they show like it's always like this very like 50s mom, like someone a mom that's in her 50s or
you mean
late
in
40s.
Her 50s.
Yeah, in her 50s is what I mean.
They're trying to show that it's for kids of all ages, Julian. Don't be discriminatory.
Oh, next month. The release is next month. Okay, cool. So, in June, this will be released at $270 retail. So, go to your Lego store or buy it online, whatever you want to do. It
Target,
looks cool.
Walmart.
It looks cool. I might get you that piece.
Please don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have any room in here.
Maybe that'll be a video, like, putting it together with Josh and Julian.
Man, it will be that.
And we'll be like...
just cardboard and duct tape. Like, fuck it, I'm tired of dealing with it.
No, I just see, like, oh, this is going to be such a fun project. And then, like, an hour later, like, you are, like, choking me, like... Because, like, I'm driving you nuts trying to put it together. But anyways... Okay, so we're going to have a special news segment just for the video version. So, audio people, come back.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah, come to YouTube and watch.
Okay.
What do you got for us?
So, parents warned of a gaming console with hidden racist and sexual content.
Oh, it's killing me.
And so this is one of the things that whenever we first kind of saw this thing floating around, on NBC News, by the way, it really piqued our interest.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of times we're looking for topics to talk about and things like that. We're like, okay, this will be interesting. We'll do this. We saw this for like, fuck yes. We are going to see what this is about. And we are going to watch it with you.
Now, the thing is, this is a little bit of an older piece. This was produced on March 10th, 2023. So it's been about a couple months. But... But yeah, it's still interesting that NBC covered this.
Yes.
Like, because it's just this very like, what would you call those type of consoles? Like,
Oh, this is 100%
fake consoles.
This is a clone console.
Clone console.
Clone console. Yeah, this is something that
has multi games in it.
I mean, this is a Japanese counterfeit clone console.
Yeah, this is stuff you shouldn't buy.
This is something Soulja Boy would get, put his name on it, and then Rerez would cover it. I mean, that's exactly what this is.
Shout out to Rerez.
Oh, he does some cool shit.
He does some good stuff.
So, that being said, we're going to start.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Sorry.
You should be completely ashamed of yourself.
It seems like a normal gaming system, but it's far from it. The Super Mini SN02 preloaded with 800 games.
800.
Identical to the original.
It does not look identical. It's like garbage.
It looks like total garbage.
Is nearly a perfect copy, but it's not created by, sold by, or affiliated with Nintendo in any way.
I mean, if you're gonna be a cheap
it
bastard,
looks exactly like a miniature version of the old Super Nintendo.
Is she in her bathroom recording that?
It feels like Martha Plimpton from Raising Hope.
She was ready to share some gaming nostalgia with him.
Kung Fu.
I was raised in the 90s. A lot of these games are very familiar with me. I honestly wanted to play the game before I gave it to him.
But she quickly realized some of the
I like how they're just showing Kung Fu.
Included offensive or racist language and pornographic material. Like this image of what appears to be two naked children.
Okay, pause that.
Okay, we're just... Oh, fuck.
Go back up.
Okay, let's back that up just a hair.
Whoa.
Look.
Okay, so there was some work going on
Yeah,
there.
there's a lot more to this video.
So
we're gonna pause it here for a second.
What?
Does that kid not look like the kid from Earthbound?
Oh yeah, it does look like
I forgot his name.
What's his name? I forget it. Who cares about Earthbound? Oh shit, I shouldn't have said
collectors. But yeah, that is weird. You can see the little butt cracks.
Butt cracks.
And he's reading porn.
I have a feeling the hearts are not there.
Yeah.
Why does it look like he's wearing just brown pants and that's his real skin color underneath as far as
what?
Just the way that the look, like where the line is, where the shoes and all that.
Oh, that's his socks.
I know, but like they're all like flesh tone socks, which is kind of funny to me.
Well, that's why there is racist and sexual content.
Yeah.
Because people like you.
Because people like me. Okay, continue.
Let's continue.
And the book there labeled porn. And one with a
oh my God, Ronald! No,
that looks like
his magic bag.
Along with an email account.
What?
I can only imagine the type of person that's
it's a Hotmail address.
On pedophilia games.
She says she was also shocked to find a game with racist characters.
There's another game that is supposed to be like Mario 2, I believe. 2. And it's called Black Man 2 once you get into the game, and I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty racist.
Oh my God.
The gaming system, which doesn't list a manufacturer on the box,
but
says it's made in China, is sold by multiple third parties on
of course.
retailers like Walmart or
All
Amazon.
Right, hop on Amazon, get it right now.
I'm not fucking kidding. What is the name of that system?
Meatfong or something like that.
Displayed right
I think
here
that's
on
what
a table outside
yeah,
the
you
store,
can see these. Like I found at
at
our local mall.
I'm going to pause this for a split second.
At our local mall, they had these selling them at like kiosk and shit. You went too far back.
Did I?
Oh yeah. That cat is
No,
mad.
it's not. It's further back than that.
That cat's mad.
That cat's an asshole.
No, it shows the Amazon page
there we
way
go.
later.
Okay, I'm so no
Super Mini SN02. Yeah, we need to find this thing.
Super Mini SN02.
Can't believe you're
it's
looking
a little more
this
expensive
up.
than I thought it was.
Well, they said it was like 33.
It's more than 33.
Well, find the exact one they found. I like how they put original, fake, as far as on the
43.
Like, duh, the Super Nintendo Classic is like branded by Nintendo.
821 games.
They realized the news story got out and they had to up the price.
That is it, though. But brand generic, of course. Generic Super Mini NES retro retro classic video game console, TV game player, built in 821 games with dual game pads. Has an HDMI out though.
Wow!
Wow!
It's probably like the earliest HDMI you could ever get. Oh wow. Okay, so keep playing the get back to where we were.
Why do I keep doing that?
Get back to where we were.
Okay, so we were about here.
I hope so. Nope. Back up.
Back up. Back up.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. See, it says Mi Fong. Brand.
Okay, Mi Fong.
Mi Fong. Oh yeah, these are huge at like mall kiosk stores.
Next time I go to a mall,
Luigi, very familiar.
Here's one for $39.
A fun game so far. Everything looks pretty normal.
Oh, good.
But as we kept scrolling, we're deep into the games now. It's 111 is the number of games that we've gotten to get to this screen. And on the same page, we have Mickey Mouse 3, which sounds like a game. Sure, you let your kids play that. That's fine. But on the same page, we have one that sounds.
What does it say? Mowgli gets a what?
And then as we hit play, even more
oh my God! Is there naked Mowgli?
Okay, right off the bat.
Make me cough.
That's not the Mowgli I remember. It would just be a normal game if it weren't for Mowgli being naked. We've reached out to Disney for comment on this.
Of course you haven't.
They're gonna stay far away.
Kyla Knight has been trying to warn other parents about the system on
This
TikTok,
is the kind of like
and tells
the
us
people
she
that fall
bought it
trap
for
to
her
this are
kid
the
when it was
casual
listed
people.
Here as a
Yeah.
bestseller on Amazon.
Like
my husband went ahead and bought it. It was like, hey, this is only $50. You know, we're going to go ahead and get
I'm gonna tell you
this.
right now,
After
don't
Kyla
buy
reached
these
out to
things.
Amazon, the company told her they were
That includes you,
investigating.
Josh.
And in a statement to NBC News, said the product
like,
was,
"I'm not gonna
quote,
listen to you."
investigated and removed. But as of today, it's now listed on the site by another third-party seller. Walmart also telling NBC News the game will be removed because it does not comply with
Oh
our
my
consumer
God.
products policy. But we found
We'll
one
give
that
you our
appears
full
to be
review.
a
We will
system
review this.
by a third-party seller today. The online posts selling the systems do not mention
Confirmed.
anything about inappropriate
Jesus.
content. They even receive
What?
some 5-star reviews.
Those
You go
are
into
those
the
are totally fake, written by the
descriptions of
company.
these, consoles. They are marketed to children. They're marketed to give to your friends' children.
However, now Kyla and Taylor joining dozens of
They still
other
give a 4-star
customers,
review.
leaving
Yeah, what the
reviews
hell?
for their
Like,
parents and
should it be
to
like
get
2
the
or
word
1?
out.
That's all I wanted to do with this whole topic was just make sure that parents knew.
Hamburgers
what could
run off to
potentially
what?
be on presents
He's
that
run
they're
off to
buying
what?
for
I don't know.
kids.
We'll find out.
My warning would just be to make
Apparently
sure
we
that
gotta look
you
for the
go
McDonald's
through the
game 'cause it has the
console
most in it.
yourself
So-
and test out these games.
Which I'm
And
guessing
Mowgli
is
in Jungle Book.
Just
I'm
be
guessing
aware
is
of
the
what
Mick
your
Kids
child
game on
is
NES is
taking in
first.
in all accounts.
So what we'll do,
All right, Stephen,
we will do a separate YouTube video of us playing through this.
And it's incredible
Wow.
how much it looks like the old Super Nintendo.
It's your fault.
How hard
He's
was
got it
to
right
get to the
there.
games that were
son of a bitch.
inappropriate? I mean, could any kid find them? And you found things that were even sicker than what we saw in your story, correct?
Yeah, stuff we could
Oh,
not
come
include
on.
in the story.
Come on, Stephen
Definitely
Romo.
on this game. That's one
Tell
of the weird
us.
things about it, though, is
Tell
that
us
if
the
a parent
X-rated
gives this to their
stuff.
child, they might look
We'll
through it
tell
for a
you
while and not
when we
find
do our
anything.
review.
But after
Yeah, you
scrolling
wanna-
just a few pages
Man, what
down,
is wrong
all of a
with
sudden you see
us?
some strange titles that
We'll
seem,
tell you what's in it.
racist. The games themselves are actually
Now, how about
pretty
this? Is,
normal,
you know,
but
if we
then
ever
you get
start
to the
like
one
our,
we saw, the Jungle
like a
Book
Patreon
version.
or
There
something
is a
that,
normal version
you
of
know,
the Jungle
even
Book
an
as well, but then
OnlyFans or something.
for explicit
Yeah.
reasons,
Jesus
there's this
Christ.
sexually explicit version.
We'll
in there.
play
And
the
there are some
explicit stuff
totally good
from
games,
this
some
system.
nostalgic games. I played the Star Trek game. It was actually pretty fun for a while.
And show
That's
it.
why I don't understand the
What are you
reason
talking
that
about?
this
Showing the
product
game or
would
something
actually
else?
The game,
Oh,
of course,
God.
the game.
The game.
Not one
The
listed on
dark
box.
patterns.
So it's a lot of
Puppies out there, and we thank you and the Top Story team for finding this out so we can let
All
parents
right, well,
know.
that's it. That should be it. Okay.
So yeah, that was everything on that.
But yeah, I think this is pretty much it for us on this episode. We've gone quite a long while here, so
Thank you for coming along on this crazy journey with us.
Yes.
As we pretty much
continue
Red Talks.
Red Talks.
As we go into the weird world of gaming.
Yeah, as it continues to open up more and more.
I'm just gonna leave that there because you could take that in some bad areas.
We do have some new material that we're working on, and as far as new content other than just the podcast. So definitely make sure you come to the YouTube. As far as look up Retro Engine Duo on YouTube, or you come to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Retro Engine Duo. I tend to keep up with the Facebook more than there is the Twitter version, but I tend to keep up with the Facebook version more
because we're old.
Yeah, old. Yeah. So I would suggest coming to the Facebook, like I said, facebook.com/Retro Engine Duo.
You can interact with us. Let us know some things in the comments that you want us to do.
It does have links to the YouTube as well there. So yep, and then let us know what you think of the episodes. Let us know what you think of the things that were announced at the Sony showcase, as well as the new Lego set for Pac-Man.
That's pretty
Mortal Kombat 1, anything that we talked about on this episode.
New Spider-Man.
Yeah, new Spider-Man. Yeah, tell us about it. Tell us what you think. Is it going to be cool? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be okay? Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Dark patterns. Talk to us about dark patterns
and pipes.
Teach us your ways if you know the dark patterns.
Jesus.
Or just entice us to give you money. There you go. If you can manage to do it.
Well, it worked for me. Yeah. I must have saw a dark pattern.
You just saw a dark pattern. But we'll see you next time on Red Talks here as far as for episode 8. And we'll catch you then. Bye-bye.